Can you hear me?
Yeah.
You want me to start the sequence, or you good?
What's that?
Have you already done your intros, or what are we doing?
I'm fixing to do them now. Welcome to Honeybee's Homestead. Bye-bye. I see. Yes, you are. Simka. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Honeybee's Homestead Hive. How's everybody doing? That was a little friendship song to everybody. Yes, Chris Stapleton. Welcome, Mr. P. Welcome, Mr. P, everybody. Um, yeah, I see that y'all are liking the intro. I'm looking at the comments. I just want to go through and say hi to everybody and welcome everybody. Chandra's in the house. Um, which photo are you talking about? Love the photo. Love the photo. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Gotcha, girl. I know what you're talking about. Hope everyone's having a great day. Atlanta girl, I am so happy that you're here, and I really enjoyed our talk today. So, Stitches is in the house. Hey, girl. Nice to meet you today. We're going to be talking about friendship and grief today. I really didn't have anything planned, but God always has a way of bringing things up in your heart. And so I want to talk about the topic today will be basically friendship during grief, and how to be a good friend during the process of grief. Sometimes we have friends that understand because they've been through it. Some of them don't really understand, um, and we'll talk about those that we've come up against too. Um, Queen Indie Mom is in the house, my girlfriend. Welcome, welcome, Tommy D. Tommy D, Tommy D. Gina's in the house. I'm thinking, look at all the ships, look at all the members. Thank you. So nice. So nice to have all the members. Yes, how's big country? Let's see. You know what, Gina? Hopefully soon. That is a plan, okay, girlfriend? Hopefully soon. We were just talking about it today. Sharon B's in the house. Hey, Sharon. How are you, girl? Ring a ding dingy. There you go, Gina. I did see that video too, Gina. Waiting on the outcome of that whole video of the cops being there and raiding the house. Looked like they were doing a warrant or something. Oop, Randy Jean's in the house. Hey, girl. I think I was running through last night and I saw that it was your birthday, but I was on my way to bed or so. I can't remember, Randy. You're 3 hours behind me, I believe. But happy birthday, happy late birthday to Randy Jean, beautiful Randy Jean. Honeybee's Homestead. Who's that? Who is Honeybees? Where'd she come from? Oh, Honeybees. Okay, okay. Lori Rose is in the house. Welcome, welcome. Go through here real quick. Dawn is in the house. Thank you, ladies. Thank you for being here. Daniel, Lena Girl, hit that like button. Lena Girl says, please, guys, that helps get me out to the algorithm. And it does something for my channel. So, give me a thumbs up. We got time. We got time. Mayhem and Miracles. Masha's in the house. If someone can please drop Masha's link, that would be great. Greatly appreciated. Welcome, welcome to everyone. Okay, let me see. I think maybe we can get started now. Okay, I think we've got everybody. Okay, welcome, welcome everybody to this. What is today? Wednesday? It's the 30th. I don't know. I lose time. I lose time. Yeah. Seriously though, I'm gonna be honest. Hey Sue. Hey Sue. I'm gonna be honest. There came a time after losing so many people, meaning people loss, death of people in my life. I had begun to become so focused on the death date. Like every time that date would come up, I could literally feel myself 2 or 3 weeks before that date even arrived, me getting depressed or sick in my body even. And what I did, I was grieving. I was grieving starting way ahead of the date even. And because I would replay stuff over in my head, over and over and over, replaying it, like reliving it. And that's not a good thing whenever, the only image in your head is, the image of your loved one passing away. And, I guess for each one of us, it's something different, especially according to in what relationship you have with that person, whether it be your child, your spouse, a sister, a brother, a mother, a father. Uh, so that's today we're going to talk about um, friendship and how friendship can play a very important role in helping someone through their grief. And I've had positive input, and then I've had negative input, and then I've had no input at all. And so, it's hard when, and me and Indie Mom have talked about this, it's hard whenever you have, lost your child, and all you want to do is talk about your child, but everyone else feels like it's a Debbie Downer situation. You know what I'm saying? Come on, we don't want to talk about that right now. I mean, why do you have to bring that up? Quit being a Debbie Downer. You're ruining the whole mood. Well, why should talking about my son ruin the whole mood? Yes, he is not here, but he is here, and I want to keep him here with me. And something may trigger you, and you just need to talk about your child or whoever it may be that you're missing at that time. And you go to say something, and this friend says something really, negative, and it hurts. It hurts deeply. At least it did me. And because of that, I'll be honest, it's not that I haven't forgiven her. For me, this isn't about forgiveness. For me, after a 20-year friendship, you should know me well enough to know that that would have cut me so deep. But yet you did it anyway, and you did it in front of other friends. And to me, I didn't appreciate that. I felt, and even the other people even looked, that look that they give, like, oh shit, but I'm not going to say nothing look, that kind of look, and I just, no. So after 20 years, it's not that I don't forgive her, I do forgive her, but yet I also know that I'm not going to put up with that. If she can't understand my feelings and appreciate my child and act like that, then she doesn't need to be. That's not the kind of friend I need. I mean, I'm, whatever. I can move on by myself and mourn by myself. I don't need someone making me to feel, like it's a bad thing to talk about my son or my mother or my brother or my grandson. I mean, when is the most appropriate time? I guess I would ask, right? But yet, I have wonderful friends who have helped me in ways that they will probably never understand. Friends that maybe have not even lost a child, right? I mean, I don't know everything about grief. We're in this together. I can learn from you just like you learn from me. I mean, and I learn something new every day from somebody. And what I learned today was a couple of different things. And one of them is that it is such a beautiful thing for women to lift each other up and support each other rather than tear each other down and be judgmental all the time. That sometimes you're in a group and you always got that one friend that has to judge you about everything. Why does your hair look like that? Why are you wearing that? That is so ugly. Well, those colors don't go together. It's not summertime, it's spring. Whatever the problem may be, it's always got a wedge up their ass. It's like goody two shoes. You know, get off your high horse These we've been through shit around here. We don't have time for foo-foo-ness, if that's what you want to call it. Atlanta girl, you just said that. Friends can help work through your grief, but they can also help brighten your day. Yes. And I would encourage you to, cultivate those relationships that you hold dear. Cultivate it into the good friendship garden. You know what I'm saying? You got to cultivate it, water it, love on it, and become a good friendship. Uh, and friendships grow. Okay, friendships grow, right? They're always changing because you're always changing. It's kind of like a marriage, to a certain degree. A friendship is because not I'm not comparing it to marriage, but what I am saying is that in a friendship, it's a lot like a marriage because you have loyalty, trust, um, all these things. It's like your other half, except it's I don't know how to put it. I just know that it's ever evolving and ever changing. A friendship is not going to, hopefully, not stay stagnant. It'll be growing too. You like that? You like that? Foo foo, Chandra. You like that? So today I'm going to read a passage, and it's called "I'm Swimming Upstream." Okay, I'm swimming upstream. I've come to a conclusion. I can either let the world and circumstances set the agenda for my life, or I can be about something bigger and better. When I lost you, I longed for listening ears and compassionate hearts to be with me in this. Instead, what I got most of the time was impatience, judgment, and criticism. People's reactions only added to my pain rather than helping relieve it. This isn't right, and I believe it can change. At least I can choose to not be one of the mass of judgmental voices out there. I choose to have a compassionate heart. I will stop and see the pain of others. I will take a moment and look in their eyes and enter their world. I want to be a safe person that feels a tiny portion of their grief and reminds them that they are not alone. I sense that I'm swimming upstream, but I'll be there. Are others like me out there? There must be other grieving hearts who have decided to be a part of the solution to the world's pain and grief. I will put my grief experience to work. I will pay attention and look for opportunities. As we move through our grief, we begin to be more aware of the struggles of others. There are wounds everywhere. Many have departed and died. Almost every heart has at least one hole in it. We're all missing someone. Grief can produce in us new reservoirs of love and compassion. There is power and healing in reaching out to another hurting soul. I want you to hear that. There is power and healing in reaching out to another hurting soul. We can be the soft hearts and listening ears that we ourselves longed for in our grief journey. We have been there. We know. We understand that grieving hearts don't need fixing, judgment, or criticism. They need someone safe, someone they can call on when needed to simply be with them. We have learned that showing up and being available is a powerful offer of support and kindness. Our hearts have been broken. Our life web has been shaken. One of our thickest strands has been severed. Our lives has been upended. Our loved one is gone. And even while in pain, we can extend a hand to other grieving hearts. When two souls that know grief find each other, healing occurs. We know the problems surrounding grief in our world. We can be a part of the solution. So today, the affirmation on that today would have been, now that I know grief, I can be a part of the solution for other grieving hearts. I will show up, listen, and love. I think that I opened this book today, and I was kind of just flipping through, and I came to that right after having a conversation with two beautiful women. And when I saw that, I realized, wow, I had just met someone and talked to them on the phone and shared very personal things, but yet it was one of those, oh gosh, how do I explain it? It's, goodness, I'm at a loss of words, really. Because sometimes we do feel, we feel like we're going through this on our own, don't we? I mean, that's why I turned to YouTube, so I wouldn't feel alone all the time, right? And in that, I found some wonderful people to where, I can share my story with them. But a lot of times we don't feel comfortable sharing, because why? Why not? You don't want to be the Debbie Downer, like maybe your friend had accused you of being. And, it cut so deep and it hurt. Miss R is in the house. Hey, Miss R. All right, girl, you just pull up and pull out. We said, hey, we love you. I'm glad you came. Miss R's a beautiful woman, y'all. Beautiful woman. Okay, so I want to say that friendship in the process of grief is so important. And for a long time, I really didn't have anybody to talk to, especially when it came to my son passing. And then I found Indie Mom. And I will give a little bit of her story since she's not up here and she can't be up here right now. Uh, um, Her son, Tyler, passed away from a car accident almost 2 weeks before Paul passed. Uh, January, oh gosh, don't get me wrong on the date. Anyway, I'm sorry. I can't remember it, Andy. Sorry. Anyway, and we met, and I tell you what, it was like an instant bond. It was like God had fused January 9th. There you go. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. It was like he literally had fused our souls together. Like, how you come across somebody and you think to yourself, it's like you've met the person before, like maybe you knew them before. Like, I don't believe in past lives, but yes, that deja vu type thing happens. You know what I'm saying? Maybe past lives are there. I don't know. But you get that deja vu feeling that you've been here before. And that's how I felt with Indie Mom. And I believe it's because we shared in such a heavy grief together. And in the past year and a half, uh, we still remain friends, great friends outside of YouTube. We've, we've held each other up many times. Okay. And we've held each other back. Maybe she wanted to say something to someone, and I want to say something to someone, and not on YouTube. I'm talking about in life. Okay. Not that you. Oh gosh. Well, anyway, you know what I'm saying. Sorry. Um. Every single one of you, I can say, I'm looking at everyone's name right now, and I would say that every single one of you have been here for me, even when you didn't know it. And those are the kind of friends that I want in my life, and you should want in your life. And I believe that I'm blessed to be able to have this channel, have this venue, this platform, to be able to talk about these things. I don't. There's not many grief channels out there that necessarily do what I do. I kind of do my homesteading, but then I do this. But we'll work out. Something, let's see, Miss R says something similar happens with alcoholics addicts. It takes someone who has experienced it to give your, yeah, exactly, Miss R. Hey, Prue. Hey, Prue. Queen or somebody, please drop Prudently at Home's link. She is having a Bible study tonight that I will be paneling up with her with on tonight. So if you guys would like to show up for that, that would be awesome. Sometimes in grief we feel like that book said, that we're swimming upstream. You're swimming against a current, um, like you're swimming, but you're not going nowhere. You're just moving, trudging along. But friends literally sometimes come in and they scoop you up, and they take 5 steps forward and put you down. You take a couple of steps, they pick you back up. That's what friends do. That's what friends should do. So try to think of what you would want a friend to do for you, and make sure you do that for a friend. You know, it's sometimes, you know, I won't say hard to be a friend. It's not necessarily hard. I think that it does take, emotional, uh, empathetic, sympathetic feelings to understand what the person's going through. Try to uh, think about what the person is actually feeling. And I know sometimes that's hard because nobody wants to go there when you think about, let's say someone lost their child and you haven't. Um, I don't, personally, I don't want anybody to think like that, to ever think like that, of what it would feel like. Because you just can't. But being friends, we're here for each other. Make sure that people know that you're there for them. Sometimes people just need you to listen, like me. I guess that's why I got so into doing the lives and stuff, is because I was able to share myself and nobody interrupted me. That's why I like being on panel by myself a lot of times. But I enjoy being on panel with others, and I enjoy having conversation. and I enjoy making new friends. And to be quite honest, I'm not like that in real life. I mean, I wouldn't say not in real life. In my life, my physical life, I don't get out much. So my social life is, really big. I have a lot of friends in my social life. And people say, well, you can't have friends in social life. Well, yes, you can. Yes, you can. You know, not every friendship has to be the same either. I can have a friendship with you and we just email each other. Or I can have a friendship with you and we just text each other. Or maybe we talk on the phone, maybe we don't. But we can still have a friendship, right? Very true, Miss R. When it comes to making those decisions, because I don't take it lightly that, friendship is so important to me. And I've always been, I guess I hold myself to a certain standard in friendship. Uh, I don't like to tear anyone down. It's hard for me because I am a lover, not a fighter, but I will fight. And I will fight for a friendship, you know. Some friendship that are worth fighting for. But you have to discern your way through it, right? So choose, like Miss R said, choose your friends carefully. And, we have, you know, some women have issues having multiple friends. Now, I haven't found that here, but some women have issues having, like, maybe they have a friend and that friend has friends and they're jealous of those friends, right? But, and I've been like that. I've been like that in the past, regrettably, because I believe I missed out on meeting new people. But because of my shyness and, different things, I didn't, and I was jealous. I let the jealousy overtake. You know, uh, I like having many different friends because each friend represents something in my life that I need in my life, right? And everybody's going to bring something different to the table, and you're going to have a different friendship with each other, and that's okay. Nobody's better than the other. Anyway, I guess my point is today is that friends are needed in the grief process. Okay, friendship is very important, and so I hope that each and every one of you has friends. Friends that you know that you can turn to and talk to during the hard times. If you don't have anybody to talk to, then email me. Email me, and some people like it better like that because they feel more comfortable. But what I was going to get to also is that I am wanting to take our live chats in a little bit of a new direction. I don't know exactly how it'll work yet, but I just want to, kind of throw it out there and see, uh, you know, what your input is. I'm still going to do what I'm going to do, but I do want your input. But I'd like to start. You guys already know I do topics, but I'd like to start having some women up on the panel with me, and we actually have discussions over the topic together. Not screaming and hollering, not bitching, not no drama, no drama. We will talk about different topics of grief and mental illness. Those will be what we settle on. There will be times I will be by myself. There will be times others will be with me. Um, and then maybe there will be times that it'll be an open panel discussion. Maybe we'll let people up after a certain time. We'll see. But I think it's time to kind of branch out and go a little bit deeper into that. And get more people on panel, talk about it, and help more people. I think we have a beautiful, beautiful channel here, and it consists of everybody. And, uh, you guys are so wonderful in the chat. I'm always amazed at how welcoming you guys are. And not really amazed, not surprised, but, thankful and grateful that I have the sweetest people in my chat. I really do. Hopefully, where this channel will go is to helping more people, through grief and through hard times, dealing with depression, things of this nature. And we can give someone a safe place. And that's my goal. That is my goal. I don't, yes, the views, things like that are details, and analytics, yes, they're important. But to me, overall, what's important is that if I can help one person through a tough day of missing their loved one, if I can make them laugh, smile, think about their loved one different, to where it will subside the pain, then that's my goal. That's my goal. So what do you girls think? What do you gals and guys think about the me opening up the panel and really, asking others questions about their loss and letting them share their stories with us? So true, prudently. Sometimes we need to forget that God doesn't make junk. Our worth is far above rupees. That's right. What's up, Tommy? Tommy. I think that me and Tommy were talking. We were on panel talking somewhere. Where were we at? Anyway. What were we talking about? Oh, getting along better with the opposite sex. How many of you get along better with the opposite sex as far as in friendship? Right? I mean, I would say this is the most I've talked to women in my entire adult life. Seriously. I have more women friends now than I've ever had. But I'm used to having more male friends because I get along better with men. I don't know why. I don't know why that is, but I get along better with males. I mean, I can literally sit and talk, on the phone for a long time to somebody and have a great conversation, But then I don't know if it's because women get a little bit too more emotional and maybe I'm not as emotional. I don't know. I don't know about that. But it's always been like that. I've just always liked, you know, having male friends. I don't know what it is. I love men. No, you guys are great. Tommy is a great friend. let's see. I'd say now it's more women. It used to be my friends. See, I think it's something to do with YouTube. Yeah, I know grown adults that have not really ever lost anyone, and it's going to be so hard for them. I know. I know. It's hard to think about that. You know, that's something, Stitches, that, oh my gosh, that's the hardest thing I think to teach anybody is that eventually somebody's going to lose somebody. Somebody is going to be touched by death. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a part of life. It is. Yes, everybody, welcome, Tommy. Yeah, Tommy. I can remember um, I had my grandmother for a long time. Uh, I think about a year before Paul was diagnosed is when she passed. Um, and that was the really the closest. And then um, hmm, I'm trying to think, but it's hard for me to go there because that means that I enter into my little world of St. Jude. Yeah, parents are one of the hardest losses to take, I'd say too. Yeah, that's right, Stitches. We as women can lift women up. I think a lot of times what it is I don't. Well, I really don't know because I can't get into that mentality of women tearing each other down. Uh, I can't. So I don't know. I wish people, I wish women would lift each other up more and be more understanding. And be more forgiving and more empathetic. I think, I agree with you, Atlanta. When I lost my mom, oh God, that was, I guess, because I knew she was sick and I knew that she was leaving. I knew because the doctor told me, and I did not want to believe it. I didn't want to believe it. I kept telling that doctor, "Shut up! You could tell me something different." No, you're not telling me. My mama is not leaving me. No, she is not leaving me. And I just could not accept it. I cried and I cried and I cried and I cried because the greatest thing was that woman in my life. She protected me from many things, and she loved me even when I couldn't see it. And so before she even passed, I grieved her. I grieved her. I would go and cry to her and tell her, "How am I going to do this? You, how am I going to do this? I don't know what to do." I mean, I talk to my mom every day on the phone, every day. And believe it or not, there was times and years that went by that we didn't talk. But in the last 2 years, we did. We did for the last 2 years, and it was the hardest thing, to let her go. And then, what happened afterwards is really traumatic because I had like a mini nervous breakdown, and my husband called my sister to have her come over and help for the day. And instead of coming and helping for the day, they came and actually took my mother from my home and took her to their home, changed her burial plans, had her husband come up and stay with them, which he would never come and stay with us for some unknown reason. He would only come and sit with her for a couple hours and then leave. And, you know, I mean, it was total bullshit. And so, therefore, now I wasn't allowed, I was actually told I better not show up to my mother's funeral. I have a thing about going to funerals anyway, so to be honest, it didn't bother me. I did not want to walk by and see my mother laying there, seeing as how she didn't want that. She wanted to be cremated, and she had made that very plain and clear. But my sister went along with it, and so therefore I don't talk to my sister today. So I've lost a lot of people, whether through friendship, through death, through sisterhood, non-trust. I can't trust her. And then when my dad, died, when my dad got sick and everything, they hid that from me. They hid that from me. Sure did. And he just died in April, and I did not go see him. I didn't. I felt like for me and my mental health, it was not a good thing for me to go there, especially to my sister's house, because I'm too angry. Yes, even after 3 years, because she didn't show up to my own son's funeral. Okay, that's her nephew. My son died and she didn't come to his funeral because she said she wasn't going to feel welcomed. So, you know, each and every story of, love, forgiveness, all these things, there's people say, oh, well, you should do this and you should do that. No, don't tell me what to do. Please don't tell me what to do, because you don't know the extent of what happened. The hours and the days that I cried and I had to deal with that. So no, it doesn't. I've forgiven, but it doesn't mean I'm over it. God gave us emotions for a reason, to let us know when people are treating us right or when they're treating us wrong. And we're not supposed to we don't have to put up with that. I'm not going to let anyone tell me that I can't go to my mother's funeral. My stepdad, y'all, I've been through hell and back. I'm telling you, I've been through hell and back. But nothing's going to stop me from bringing and helping people. Nothing's going to stop me. No. Satan tried to stop me. Satan, the enemy, tried to stop me whenever he took my son. To not believe anymore. Well, how can you believe in God if he took your son? And you know that story. But no, nothing's going to destroy my faith. No. I'm just reading y'all's chat real quick. Yes, family is hard to deal with. And that's why I have you guys. You guys are my family. And that's the good thing, beauty about friendship too, is you get to build your friendships and your YouTube family. And look, guys, take the good out of this. Leave the shit behind and start trying to find some really good channels to go to, without all the crap on it. And there's some out there. Literally, there are. Um, but I'm hoping to grow our channel and change up a few things. I've got a few ideas, me and Mr. P, and we're going to start bringing forth some different stuff, just something different, and hopefully reach more people. If you can, Indie Mom or someone, drop Buzzing About Crime link. This is my Buzzing About Crime channel. I am trying to get some more subscribers. I do go live from there, so if you subscribe and hit that notification bell, it will let you know. And you can join us over there for some lives. Yes, yes, thank you, Gina. Gina says, let me put this up on the screen because this is so important. Even though in my case, everyone knew what she wanted, but it's a long story of manipulation and abuse from a man who called himself my stepdad. And, there is someone here on YouTube that kind of reminds me of him. And my stepdad was way worse than him. So, that's why this one guy on here doesn't bother me at all. Gina says, I'll say it one more time. Make sure you know your loved ones' wishes before they pass. Please know please know. And the best thing to do is have it written down, in a will, something like that. But yeah, make sure you know what they want. He'll try to destroy your faith, but remember, God begins something good in you. Yes, Stitches. I do believe that. I do sincerely believe that. I believe that this was born out of that, and it will do some good for people. There's no telling who's within the reach of the sound of my voice. And that is a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. Okay, guys, I'm going to get off of here because we are going to be going over to Prue's at about 6 o'clock. And I will be up on our panel today, so I want to kind of go over some things before I get over there, go smoke a cigarette. And that's right, Gina, not today, devil. Not today. Exactly. So, I love every single one of you. I thank every single one of you for your each individual friendship that I have with you, or that I'm creating with you. Bye, just me, Sue. Love you, girl. Miss R, we love you too. This group, we have an amazing group here. I'm so glad you made it too. I am so glad you made it. So glad you made it. All right. Okay, well, you know what? Start looking for me to be on at about 4:20. 4:20. You know that I'm off on Sunday and Mondays. Sunday and Mondays I'm off. So Tuesday through whenever Tuesday through Friday. Saturday. Tuesday through Saturday, 420. My favorite number. And on that note, honeybees out.